Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. You are going to have to excuse me slightly because I think I've got a cold, but I think it might be the antibiotics. I don't know really, but I didn't feel very well today or coming up to tonight, and it's not tomorrow that's doing it. It is because I've got to have these teeth out. I think. Do my hands still look a little bit tanned? Can't wait to get back out there, mate. On the super yacht, cracking on. Don't forget to give me a like, or the channel I like, should say. Um, Hit the like button, subscribe button, and crucially important, please share this because people do need to find out what it is that we're actually doing. I don't think I've got everything coming up, so I'm gonna put my hearing aids back in. I'll tell you for why, because it sounds like when I'm speaking, it sounds like I'm underwater. And it's bloody annoying. Right, so we're not there yet. We'll wait till 8 o'clock. My removal bags have turned up, so I've got 12 bags so far, so quite large bags. And then over the weekend I'll start working out what I'm putting them in now. I've got to strip down these things, cut a load of boxes, and start organising himself to get this move going, even though it's going to take me a bit of time, but I'm going to organise. We're all going to organise it. And I'm getting lots of fantastic offers of help, which I need to tell people. Sorry, 138. What's 138? Am I missing something? Right, so hit the like button. Let's see how many people have hit the like button so far. 14 of us. Right, let's see if we can get to 1:15 and have over 100. Good evening, friends. Yorkshire Militia. How are you doing, Yorkshire Militia? Who else we got out there? Quite a few different people. Because we've not come up to the actual time yet. Anyone heard anything interesting? Strange today. I don't know if Ant Middleton. I mean, I don't know Ant Middleton, but I do know that he was a professional soldier, and it looks like they've said, no, you're not going to be the London mayor. Well, I'm thinking, why not? Why they got rid of him? And it turns out that he made a comment about Tommy Robinson, a positive comment about Tommy Robinson being a great journalist, etc. And now it's being slated that he's not going to be, they're kicking him out of Reform, or he's not going to be the mayor or London, right? Which is not a good thing because it means they've got no freedom of speech. You'll do exactly as we shall say, yeah, or even worse, it could be a Russian accent. But as we know, in England, we don't do that. We can purge, and I've shown you on the show last night. Most people go, I can't believe this, right? Yeah, and that is true. We can purge fascists and communists from our civil service, and I think we absolutely should do that. No better time. Civil service, I don't know. Would you regard anyone to do with the Fabian Society? That means they've got to go under English law. It's in our law books. Houseby's Laws of England. Taffy Pat all kicking off in Ireland. We're going to come to Ireland because I think it's really important I bring this stuff up, which I'm going to do almost immediately. We have just hit the 8 o'clock button. So on your screen, I know I showed you this last night, but this is in particular for our Irish friends, who many are more English than the English. And don't forget, we've got a seminar coming up for the 28th of June in Northern Ireland, and I'm going to try and show that again in a couple of minutes' time, which I will do. But I do need people to start promoting it and help us promote it. It's on the on both websites, I believe, hopefully. So the thing I wanted to bring up tonight, talking about Northern Ireland, um, first of all, if anyone says to you, I want this audience to understand, if anyone repeats this phrase to you, stronger together, I want you to turn around and tell them that is a Marxist, Soviet, communist slogan, right? That's where it come from. Stop it. That's all you got to say to them, right? If you can't think for yourself without taking someone else's slogan, which actually come from the Soviet Union, right, then there's something seriously wrong. And especially anything to do with British politicians, because they're actually confirming who they really are, right? And that British is a legal fiction, exactly the same as the Soviet was, right? And where is Soviet now? It is gone, right? So today, I had a brief conversation with Jimmy out in Northern Ireland, and hopefully I'm going to go on a couple. Hopefully we get on a couple of programs out there, because we want to tell the Northern Irish something that the British has never told them, and something that the Republicans have never told them, and that is that there is another option. There is a third option, and the third option is complete and utter independence. All right. Now, I put this out to the Northern Irish, not in a negative way, in a positive way to them, right? In the conflicts of laws, foreign element and foreign country mean a non-English element, a country other than England. From the point of view of the conflict of laws, Scotland or Northern Ireland is, for the most purposes, as much a foreign country as France or Germany, right? That's what it says in red, right? So again, I'm going to blow that up, and this comes from the Hailsbury's Laws of England, right? So it's not me making it up; it's showing you on the screen where it says it, and it's particularly in this book, right? So it's not me making it up. Again, grateful to Terry for sorting out them books for me, because again, I read them and I read the PDFs of them, but there's nothing better than actually having the books there, right? Now I've got to get them all packed away, ready for the move. But I am pleased that I'm moving. I've got to get out of London. I hate London. So there you go. It's on your screen. Now I'm going to ask you all a question. I haven't done any research, right? But one of the things that is often said, and we'll go back to, I think I need to go, is that the one? I can't remember if that's the one or not. Let's have a look and see if it is. Is that the Northern Irish one? Nope. Is that the... Oh, screen's gone off. Hang on. I've got to wait for the screen to come back on. Come on, screen. Come on, screen. Get up there, son. Come on. And there you go. All right. No, that's the other one. All right. So again, we'll put these on there. There is another one. I believe that's the Northern Irish one. Yeah, it is. Right. So again, I'm going to put that on the screen so anyone can see it. Right. Again, we need to get this leaflet put out there. There's also a link to get the to get it. There's a link out there. There's two different ones, but there's the same in effect. Right. And again, so don't forget what we believe in, right? So this is all about self-determination. So this is the English Constitution Society, not the party itself, right? But we have got a political side of it, and it's all about self-determination. It's the number one human right. It's what the communists don't want, right? Everyone welcome. Discover your inalienable and constitutional rights, what they are, why they matter, and how the state is working, and that means the British state is working to take them away. Find out what you can do to protect your freedoms before it's too late, right? Saturday 28th of June, 2 in the afternoon, and it holds quite a few people, this place. So grab more, an English constitutional expert, more than 30 years' experience, a registered paralegal, founder of the member of the English Constitution Society. Charlie Staples is going out there, so we need as much help as possible to advertise this. And Charlie's going to give a talk out there because he needs to get used to public speaking when he's going to be speaking in court himself. Speaking on his own, going legal battle, how he was beaten, suffocated, tortured by the police, charged but found not guilty in the High Court. I'm going to tell you another story. Remind me about this story; it's really important, right? And then you've got Duncan Kershaw. Duncan is speaking at the potential harm and adverse reactions associated with Wi-Fi and 5G exposure for children in our schools. And I do believe that is a significant risk, which they're not telling you. Insurance companies are not onward insuring on this, as far as I'm aware. So it is a risk because insurance companies wouldn't be doing it, wouldn't be refusing cover, etc. So again, all I'm doing here is showing you this bit. I'm going to put it down so you can see the English flag as well. Tickets £20, includes refreshments. Self-determination is the number one human right. That's what this is all about. So I am telling the Northern Irish, there is another option that both sides of your political fence, if you want to call it, or even religious fence, are not telling you, right? You are your own community. You are Northern Ireland. You are known to the world as Northern Ireland, and the common law of England references Northern Ireland as a separate nation, right? So what you'll see on there is the English flag, the Scottish flag, and again, the Whiffen is the original English flag, and I need to show you that, which I am about to do now. Just to make sure you all get it. I will show you in a couple of minutes. Let's see if that's the one. Right, so just in case. I will me bowling around my lovely studio there, which means my front room. Actually, it's not a front room, it's just a room. There you go, because there ain't a back room, so this can't be a front room. So there it is, but what I'm going to do is pull this up, then I'm going to get stuck into another conversation. So again, what we've got here, hopefully I'll get it the right way up, and you can all see that, right? Yeah. So again, people don't even know this movement, believe it or not, has been going in Northern Ireland for some time, but they have been suppressed by the Republicans and the Unionists, right? Because no one wants you to know. Listen, you're intelligent people, right? You don't need this nonsense where we've got to be part of stronger together and all that nonsense, right? Yeah, I'm going to show you my one, which is eventually going to go on a boat. Are you ready for this? There it is. What do you think of that? That is a full Comanche, proper boat flag, specially made and designed, and it's got this stuff on it. So, when it flaps in the wind, instead of it whipping this and killing the actual flag, they put this on it, and it's designed to be flown, right? Did you all know that or not? Right, and there it is. There is the original. And that's the actual regal. That's the regal flag. That's, as far as I remember rightly, that's the battle. That's the regal flag, and the battle flag is the red. The white Whiffen, but it's also the original flag of Wessex. Right. So there's your flag. Do you all like that one? Now what we've got to get is is the original Whiffen in there, and everyone goes, "What's that?" when they hit the button, right? So we need that in there. So don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's really important to hit the like button. Let's see how many of you have actually done it. We're at 65 at the moment. Don't forget to share and repost. If you repost from Rumble, it sends me an email. I go, oh, I like him. I like her. Oh, I go, when I sit there at night time and see all the reposts, right? But you can also take the URL and send the URL out, right? Again, Rumble is now, they've just employed a marketing expert, and they're now going to start ramping up Rumble. So more and more people are going to be aware of that Rumble exists. I believe dragons existed. Yeah, they did exist. They didn't come from nowhere. Folks, very cool. DD and fellow Patriot family. Slimming, how you doing out there? Chuck Money. I think it's called a wyvern. Is that right? Yeah, it is a wyvern. Am I pronouncing this right? You know what my pronunciation's like. Tracy Truism, Militia. Hi, Tracy. Daily Dragons full English shows, put that out there. So don't forget sending it out there. Wessex is the best one. Not seen our pet troll for a couple of days. Laugh out loud. Don't speak too soon. My flag has a white withen. Right, so I think this is how it was. The gold one is like the regal, so it was the king's flag or the sovereign flag, and then the white wyvern was the battle flag, as far as I'm aware. Right, so I don't want to be attacked in mid-ether by everyone saying, no, right, I thought you knew everything. No, I don't know everything. But we do try and get our life together. So, and I've got to get a write-up done of that, of why it's the lawful flag of England. Right, so all of that's in there. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share it on all the platforms like you normally do. And don't forget to subscribe. Right, so we're already going up we're over 8,000 subscribers on Rumble. We're building a channel, and again, you're the audience. You're the one who's getting this out there. Now let's get back to what I was talking about. Right, so in Northern Ireland, there's big problems over there at the moment. Right, and a lot of the people in Northern Ireland think they're unionists. Right, for me, you've got loyalists and unionists. Right, so I take it down to constitutionalism. It's the simplest way of resolving a problem. Right? A bit like mathematics, you take it down to the lowest denominator, right? If you're trying to solve a problem. The loyalists are loyal to King Billy and the English Bill of Rights. In other words, the Constitution, right? The unionists are loyal to the British, not the British Crown, the British Parliament, right? It is that that's caused all the problems, right? So now what I want you to do is understand that there is a third way, right? And I'm not talking about the Tony Blair third way or the Marxist third way, because there is a third way for them and all, right? We're not interested in that, which is a combination of communism, fascism. No thanks. Right? We don't like authoritarian government. We like telling you to foxtrot Oscar, right? When you go a bit too deep, and we don't like it. And that's always been the English way. So getting back to what the third way is complete independence. And independence doesn't have to be violent, doesn't have to be nasty, right? You just sit around the table and say, listen, right, we want to go back to being a brotherhood of the nations. And then if someone turns around to Northern Ireland, or some people in Northern Ireland, or someone else says, oh, yeah, but you're too tiny. You go, what? 1.9 million people? And then you point, literally, at the Isle of Man. You say, so they've got 80,000 people. They was never in the European Union. They've got their own parliament. They are governed literally by consent because they've got their own people in that parliament, right? And as far as I'm aware, and any of you can come back and tell me this, right? I mean, you've got the TT races over there. You've got all different things. You've got banking systems over there. You've got all sorts of stuff going on, right? But they don't appear to have an immigrant problem. Like, there's loads of ignorant. They got an airport, right? They got a port. No one's sending all these immigrants there. Is that because their parliament said no, and their people said no, right? And by the way, they rely on what's known as the Brotherhood of Nations, right, which is what I speak about. In other words, they inter-rely on us for defence, right? So they're the island, they're working away. There's 80,000 of them, right? That's the population of the Isle of Man, and they're independent. And by the way, when everyone got locked down, right, just to make sure, I mean, there was some nastiness going on the Isle of Man with the police and others and abusing people on the Isle of Man, right? But they did stand up against it. But the Isle of Man Parliament was the first Parliament, the British Isles, to say no more lockdowns. They come out of lockdown before anyone else because they are then, was that linked to Guernsey? I don't know what it means, but certainly have a look at these other islands and see if these islands have been flooded with immigration, because it looks like it is to absolutely destroy England, right? And if you leave the border open with Scotland, because they're a socialist nation the same as Wales, right? Technically, even Cornwall. If any of them borders are open, they're just going to flood us because the communists don't like England, right? And it's the English common law, the best social justice system in the world. And by the way, the English Constitution never mentioned race anywhere, right? And it doesn't. It still doesn't. The English Constitution does not mention race. It mentions religion, but not race, right? Who were the people who brought race into it? The British Parliament, right? With the Race Relations Act and all these other bits of nonsense they brought in. So who's created them problems? The British, right? And the more you start to look at what's actually going on, and then you look at England being its own nation since 927, nearly 1100 years, and yet they believe, no, England, you're too small to be in this big world. Really? I don't think so. So the question to everyone is this, right? Do me some research and find out if there's any major issues in the Isle of Man with reference to immigration and asylum seekers, right? Meaning refugees. Because if there is, we can see how they're dealing with it, because they don't seem to have the same problems as Northern Ireland. And again, exactly what I said would happen with Northern Ireland, right? So Southern Ireland, by the way, it was all under English common law, right? And the communists, Sinn Féin, and majorly to do with Rome, right, rewrote the Irish Constitution. I think it was in 1937. And what they did, that they put common good in there and removed individual liberties and rights, right? But it depends who says it's in the common good. Well, the Marxists are. And what they're doing now is flooding Ireland and taking over the population of Ireland, and then they'll flood over the border, which is why the British, right, didn't want a hard border. And I kept saying at the time, you need a hard border, hard border, hard border. My mind's always thinking about independence, right? And again, you've just now seen the British have gone out and they've given away Gibraltar. Next, and they've given away the Chagos Islands or Chagos Islands. Next on the list is going to be the Falkland Islands. You need to be very careful about what's going on. And remember that it isn't the Irish Sea, it's the St. George's Channel, right? And if you think I'm kidding you, go and have a look. So they've changed the name of it, right? So all of these attacks, and then again, the British, right, have allowed that to happen. Then they've put this sea border in, right? Well, so what we're suggesting, and the seminar talks about the English Constitution, but whilst I'm in Ireland, I'm just going to say to him, just thinking about it as a constitution, right? What we're describing to you is a complete independent nation. It is for you, the people. Step away from this common good nonsense, right? It's all about individual rights. and protecting those individual rights against the power of the state. Whether you be 2 million people, or 1.9 in the case of Northern Ireland, or whether you be 80,000 people in the case of the Isle of Man, or whether you be, I don't know, 50 million people in the case of England, right? 5 million in the case of Scotland, right? Yet Scotland's got too much power over England, right? And Sir William Wade says that in the Constitutional Fundamentals. It's a big gripe. I'm talking about things that he was saying then, right? And Sir William Wade is one of the greats, right? Just as another fantastic person, which is this guy who wrote these books, right? And again, these are well in excess of 100 years old. The Law and Custom of the Constitution, Anson, right? Right. So again, and they're my bookmarks in that one, but let me just have a look and show you. If I was to go through this and show the elements, so Sir William R. Anson, Bart, DCI, of the Inner Temple, Barrister at Law, Warden and All Souls College, Oxford, in 3 volumes, and then you've got Parliament, 4th edition, etc. And you can go through all of these things. I'm going to go through a couple of things in that tonight as well, just to give myself some. And they talk about the legislation. But what I'll be doing is going through all of this and making sure that everyone understands. I'm going to do, and then I'll be taking the images and making reference to them books, etc., and showing people exactly. I was looking for that the other day. Oh no, what is that? I've got that one there. Oh, what's that one there? The origin and growth of the English Constitution. Oh, there you go. And that one's by Hannes Taylor. The Great Civil War. Is that about the English Constitution? Right, this is a really old book. Constitutional Charles and the Constitutional Conflict. But this is why these people, Americans, are really into their constitution. And remember, I am a constitutionalist, all right? So my main thing is reading constitutions. And just to make sure we get this right, including the Constitution of Liberia in Africa, that absolutely states in its constitution, right, that you cannot be a citizen of Liberia unless you are a Negro, right? So people out there need to understand. Like, we don't say that. Our constitution does not mention race. The only people that brought race up were the British, right? And people need to understand that. And again, I sent out today. Let's take that back off. I'm trying to think how I can bring it back on again. Can you all hear me? Okay. So again, the case tomorrow is Court 15, right? And we've got Judge Yim, Y-I-M. No comments. She ain't a bad looker, as it happens. She comes from Liverpool. I was like, ooh, right. If I walk into the courtroom, she's still going on a minute. Where's my wallet? It came hold of me wallet here. Like, I'm only joking to those people from Liverpool. And she's a judge. She wouldn't do that, would she? Or would she? Right, hang on a minute. England was conquered in 1066 under normally common law. Right, let's have that. Stepper style, Jane Lindsay, slimming, 5x5 chicken, all in there, right. Like I say, I don't feel too good, and I think it says I've got to take another one in a minute. I don't know how many of those. How many days I've got left of this? Let me have a look and I'll work it out. I think Monday's my last day. Right? So if tomorrow's free, Saturday's free, Sunday's free. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I've got another one I've got to take today. Right. I don't know. But definitely feel a bit funny. Anyway, And no, this isn't true. It's like a tea bag, and it puts nicotine in there, right? Let's have a quick drink called boiled watergram. Why? What does that do for you? Just watched 2 days, 90s user coincidence only paternity. Let's have a look, see anything coming up there. Right, so we're in Court 15, Royal Courts of Justice, Strand, right, tomorrow morning. I'm going to be up there at 9 in the cafe opposite, directly opposite. There's some little tables sitting outside. What I normally do, hopefully it'll be warm enough and I can get a coffee, sit there, chill out, whatever. I'm off my fast for this, so because I didn't want to be, I didn't want to let anyone down. Basically, especially sometimes you've seen me, haven't you, when I'm fasting. Sometimes I get a complete mental block. I'm like, where's that gone? Right, but your actual brain is on fire, but it's thinking about all different things. So, and that is what we're doing. Let me have a quick look at this. And hopefully everyone's out there. So I've just started that up there. What was I about to show you? I was about to show you something, and it was really important. So the court case tomorrow, and then in the same, roughly the same buildings. I'm going to sneeze. I wonder if I've got hay fever. I can't have hay fever, surely. Nothing's being cut, but there's trees just outside there, and my windows are open. I'm going to Peter saying to me, do you ever stop? Let me tell you something. The absolute worst thing is cats, right? Cats absolutely do me. I mean, proper. And the funniest thing is, people always say to me, "Oh, my cat's anti-allergic." Right? I'll go, yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Right? And I walk in the house and my throat starts itching. Let me just make sure I point this out to people. When I say I'm allergic to cats, right, and my throat starts to itch, right, my throat starts to close up. Do you know, like you get people who get stung by a wasp and they can't breathe? That's how bad cat allergy I've got, right? And then if, God forbid, anything ever happens like this, I'm not going to, it's just in case she's watching, it's not her fault, right? But if I ever put my head on a pillow and a cat's been sleeping on it, right, and I don't know there's cat hairs on it or a cat has been on it, my eyes feel like they're going to pop, right? And it feels like you've got sand in your eyes and you're clawing at your eyes. And you have to put loads of water all over your face and pull your eyelids up, stick your head in a bowl of water and whiz your eyes around in the bowl of water. Do you think that's funny? It's just weird, isn't it? Listen, I just want to make sure everyone's aware of this, right? I can tell if people have got cats. So if they're not at home and they walk towards them and they're sitting there and my throat starts to itch, little trigger on a thing, and I'll say to them, "You've got a cat?" And they go, "Yeah." It is funny. Right, hang on, let me just try and... I'm here, but I've got to blow my nose. I'm sure you didn't want to watch me doing that, right? It is a live show after all, and if I start, I'll start. I can't stop it. I've still got to work out getting a ladder, by the way, and put it on my roof and get this Skylink down. It's only on a flat roof, so I've got to get a short ladder that goes from the balcony up onto the thing, and then get up and then get it off, right? And then I've got to get the cable back through into the house because it's a big lump of cable. It's all quite expensive stuff, but that's all paid for. But perhaps DD should have a Devon Rex. What's a Devon Rex? Perhaps Joe Faulkner Court. Don't forget to help us in the background, Joe Faulkner Court, with a website. Anything technical that Tracy and Steve need. That website is superb. So if Steve's watching this, I'm really happy. Tracy, I'm really happy, even though it seems like I'm a miserable bastard. I'm not. And Jeremy, I'm happy. Juicy and Lucy, I'm really happy with you two. The team is building. Like I say, tomorrow I've just got to get in there and I don't know what this judge is going to do. He is a High Court judge. I've looked at some of. So what I'm doing now, Tracy said to me, "I know you're busy, probably like preparing for the case." Well, the case is done. What we're waiting now for? We need court date, and we got these little fight bits, and I've got to put in there and go through my diary and say, "Look, I can't do these dates." Right? You might as well push if you're going to push. If you're going to start with all that, but we need a court date. We need to get the petition advertised because we want people to come forward and say, one, we voted for you, and I'm hoping I've got this on the system. I know I have got it on the system. If I keep coughing up into the mic, you're going to have to excuse me, but I can't do a lot about it. She should give me this. Where should give it to me? All my favourites are out there tonight. Let's have a look. Lawrence Walcott, nope. Different people. Let's have a look. Oh, where is it? I'm sure she sent me it. I've got to find it for you because it's really important. I don't know if she's watching or not. Juicy and Lucy, are you watching? If so, give me the link to our page. One call. Oh yeah, there it is. And I've got to put this back up on there. I'm going to do that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I won't do that. I'll copy that. Push that back out. Close. I don't want to close all the tabs. 2 open in this browser. Put that one back on there. I hit the wrong button by accident. I took down two. It does different things. I've got 3 screens in front of me and I'll get confused sometimes, and it sort of went pear-shaped. Right, so what I'm going to do now, why is that verifying me? It won't show it. There we go. Just hit the button. There you go. It's not doing it. Hit the button again. Oh, verify you're human. I'm a human. Just let me see the frigging web page, will you? Oh, it's gone all pear-shaped. Oh, it's taking longer than expected. Check your internet connection. Refresh the page if it persists. Why is it, what? I don't understand why it's doing it. Refresh. Oh. Come on, just click it. It shouldn't be doing any of this. Oh, it seems to be a loop on this system, and it just won't allow me to go in it. Why have we even got that on there? Why do you need to verify you're human? EnglishConstitutionSociety.co.uk. It's not working. I'm hoping other people. Now it's just come on, right? This frustrates me. Right, here we go. I'm going to show it to you. Runcorn and Helsby election petition hearing. This is on the EnglishConstitutionSociety.co.uk. We also need this on the EnglishConstitutionParty.com, right? So people can clearly see it, right? They understand fully it's front page news, right, for us. Runcorn and Helsby election petition hearing. If you voted for the English Constitution Party on the by-election of May 1st, 2025 in Runcorn and Helsby constituency, for all those who voted for the English Constitution Party in Runcorn and Helsby constituency 1st of May by-election, please, and don't forget we stand for pensioners rights, disability rights, self-determination, etc., right? Which is all part of it. handwritten statement and sign it. So it tells you, please make a handwritten statement and sign it. You ain't got to be handwritten, but if you want to type it, you can type it. You can do what you want, but right, it's just there's an easy way of doing it. So sign it and date it, then take a photo and email it to Lucy at. There it is. Right, so there is the email address. As soon as possible, please. You must remember to keep the original so that at some point it can be collected because we need to issue it to the court as the original, right? The statement must say these exact words, right? And this complies with the Civil Procedure Rules, Part 22. Right, so for anyone who's already written a statement, you don't have to change your statement, right? This is just me going right through the thing. Your statement is perfectly fine. I've slightly changed the wording, but your original statement is fine. You ain't got to panic. You ain't got to think, oh, I ain't written that. Right? This is the statement of truth is the most important thing, right? And it says, statement of truth. I, your name, blah, 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 voted for Graham Harry Moore of the English Constitution Party in the Runcorn and Helsby by-election on 1st of May 2025. I assert my constitutional right for my vote to be counted, right? Statement of truth. I, your full name, believe that the facts stated in this witness statement are true. I understand the proceedings because you know you voted for or not, right? If you did not receive the English Constitution Party election leaflet, and here it is, and it tells you, right? So at the top it says, justice for the victims of the rape and torture prosecutions, not inquiries. We have the evidence, let the jury decide, right? And then it went in and it told you about the Criminal Justice Act 1988, Section 134, torture, and it told you who could be tried. And also there's conspiracy laws with that, right? For all those who did not receive via Royal Mail the English Constitution Party election leaflet for the by-election, right? So you can do both statements. You must remember to keep the original so it can be collected for a court date. And it doesn't mean you have to give evidence in chief, but and I will be talking to them. I'm already talking to them about disabilities and the taking care of that for tomorrow. Statement of truth. I, your full name or of your full address and postcode, confirm that I did not receive an election communication leaflet from the English Constitution Party, which should have been delivered by the Royal Mail for the Runcorn and Helsby by-election on the 1st of May 2025. Statement of truth. I, your full name, believe that the facts stated in this witness statement are true. I understand the proceedings for contempt of court may be brought against anyone who makes or causes to be made a false statement in a document verified by a statement of truth without an honest belief in its truth, right? Sign up to date, take a photo, send, blah, 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 as soon as possible. Keep the original, right? And there's the leaflet in full, right? So everyone knows exactly what we was putting out, right? It's really important because they didn't want 45,400 of these leaflets going through the doors in that area because of what they actually said. And I need a copy of one of these, and I haven't got one, even a proof copy. So I've got to try and print this out properly so it comes out on a decent printer. And I'll need it for the court case tomorrow because I need to explain that to the judge. Because in the actual copy, no one's actually can see this leaflet properly. I mean, they've done the bundle, but it's not seen properly. So does everyone get that? Everyone understands what it is. And if you want to know what that is there, I'm going to put that out in the chat for everyone. Right, and if you can put it in comments everywhere, whatever, so people can see it. Right, and that's crucially important. Right, so put that out there. Now we'll show you the rest in a couple of minutes. But unless someone stands up, by the way, that is the essential 90. Essential 90 I'm drinking. Right, let me put some more of this in there. I need some water on it. I actually feel like I've got a cold. I can't have a cold though. Anyway, there it is. So I'll click that off for a second. Right, so you've got that information up there. Is everyone clear on that? Oi, everyone's out there. Let everyone fossil film stuff from. Yes, it was. I made it after the posting all the links. He said, but it's been almost a week now. How can I get a high resolution image of the logo? We have got higher resolution logos. We'll see if we can do it. Hi, Ray. Doing. How's Ray doing, DD? How's Ray doing, DD? Yeah, I haven't seen Ray. Where's Ray been? Ray, are you out there? Calling Ray. Ray, calling Ray. Yeah, anyone know where Ray is lately? He's disappeared. I know he had problems with his mum, etc., but I hope he's bearing up all right. Neil56 shared and liked. Good evening, DD and everybody. Neil56 shared. And also, the other thing is, obviously, my cousin passed away, and a funeral's on the 24th of July. But on the 8th of June, Sarah, one of our old supporters, her mum passed away on the 8th of June, so a few days ago. And I sent our best wishes, all my best wishes today to her. So she let me know that her mum had died, just to let you all know. Let me have a look. What else we got going in there? Sue Ellen, Kew Gardens, hi Neil. I believe the terrain theory, not the germ theory model of contagion stuff. Oh, thank you. We'll see the things work our way. Right, let's have a look. Right, anything else going on out there that you want me to absolutely talk about? There are serious problems in Northern Ireland. And one of the things that I put out a tweet on today was that if you block access to the ballot box by cheating, and lying to people and stealing their votes, and then you block access to justice, what other options are left? Right? You either fight or you surrender. They're the only two options, right? And we will never surrender. And that's why we do what we do. And we're also educating people that the Constitution is the solution. Just to make sure everyone's aware, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please, all right, so there's a big please, all right, share it, all right, because the more you share, the more you care. And then people understand where we come from. Self-determination is not a bad thing. It's a positive thing. It is the only thing that is anti-globalist, right? There is nothing else that's anti-globalist. The British are globalist, right? Is an extension of the Roman Empire, is the British Empire. Again, Rome sees the British Isles, right? So Holy Roman See, Holy Roman Empire, they see the British Isles as a province of Rome. That's factual. It's not. That's what the Jesuits believe. And now you're seeing the result of what they've now done with the communists, because the Roman system was a communist system. Now you're seeing what they've actually done to Southern Ireland. And it's going to progress into Northern Ireland unless we stop it and get the movement raising up. And they've got to understand from their own perspective what independence means, right? And it is the number one international human right. Blade Runner is in court tomorrow, going to use 138 torture as a defence. Is he? Charlie Stables, GoFundMe. But independent, apparently. Who's independent? Never surrender. Where we go one, we go all. We'll put that in that Elaine, Mac. Tracy Truism. Anyone heard from Ray? Tracy, you heard from Ray. Ray, are you out there? I'm sure I had a message from him the other day. I don't know where it's gone. Ray, are you out there? Come in, Ray. Calling Ray. There's different people doing that. I've got that one. Juicy has tonight been talking to a copper for an hour, putting shooting She never heard of it, I thought. Yeah, I know. It's madness, isn't it? So the Acts of Union is in bad faith because it states in the Acts of Union that the rights must be communicated to the people. And if I have my little booklet here somewhere, I can't find it now in front of me. There it is. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. The Constitution of the United States of America, right? So when you become a citizen of the United States of America, or you become of age and you take the oath, they give you that, right? There it is. I've got that one from the Texas conference when I went to, right? And basically it says it in there. And then it goes through it. Got all the signatures in there from different people. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, it's George Washington. And I've done exams on this, and because 412 said to me, I went, yeah, I've done the exam. He said, what did you get in it? I said, I passed it 100%. He said, I had no doubt that you'd pass our Constitution 100% and where it all come from, what it was and what it meant. Right? And it's all in there. It's in there about the Electoral College. So again, they had little tweaks. Equity, ex post facto laws, impeachment, penalties, everything's in there, right? And it's such a little book, right? But it tells you they're your constitutional rights and they cannot be infringed. So there you go. Tim Buffett, they are two processes planned in East Belfast tonight, Bangor tomorrow, looking at reports today. Yeah, now have a look at Bangor. So I'm going. Well, me and Charlie going out there on the 28th. So just to make sure everyone is aware of that. And it is totally about explaining from a constitutional point of view, there is another option. And the option is complete independence. And that means that, like Stormont in Northern Ireland would become their main parliament. The local people elect their people, and they can set it up exactly how they want to set it up with all their constitutional rights. I know how I'd help them if they want me to help them write a constitution. I'd help them write it. I've studied constitutions. I've even got one book here. People laugh. And they go, what, do you actually read constitutions? And I say, yeah, I read constitutions. It's not on here at the moment. It's here. I'll tell you what, I've got it here somewhere. I bet I've put it somewhere. I can't see where I've got it. It's actually the Freemason Constitution, right? At the Grand Lodge of England. And it goes right through their constitution. That's why I say to people, no, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. You can't have a female in the Grand Lodge of England. You cannot have. So if a female in this country says they are a Freemason, I will say to them, you're not of the Grand Lodge of England, because their constitution forbids it. And they're like, oh, because constitutional law is the foundation, right? It's the framework. It is what it is. That is what makes the Freemasons the Freemasons. Nina 63, hi Tracy and all patriots, everyone out there. Hello Nina. Is there anything else? That's it really. The other thing I'll say, where's the other bits and pieces? I've got a load of other bits and pieces, but I've got to start going through everything and organising my life after tomorrow, and I'll sort it out. Spoke to Tim today on the boat. I'm going to ring him up in a minute, get my little phone out and have a chat and go, hello Tim. Right, it was 42 degrees in the cabin or the pilot house of the boat today. A minute. Are Freemasons constitutional? Yeah. Ray's doing okay. He has loads going on, and I have been keeping up with him and checking in with him that he is okay. We've chatted on the phone a few times. All right, well done. Thank you very much for that. All Freemasons. Don't forget, not all Freemasons are bad. My dad's a Freemason. He's a country Mason now, but he's 95. He's still a Freemason, right? But he's 100% not a bad person. And you start talking about all these, he goes, "Oh, well, I'm not interested. It's just, I'm not interested." He said, "What does he say to me? Freemasons are not a secret society. We're a society with secrets." Something like that. I'm like, well, okay, whatever. Knock, knock, knock. Stand on one leg, say read backwards. Thoughts and love to Ray. Thank you. Everyone get out of there. Show Ray the English flag. Go on. Actually, Muffy is watching. The Grand Lodge of England is a private company with its own constitution, and it can be changed just like they changed that English constitution. Well, actually, they haven't changed the English constitution as such. It's a Masonic order, chain of command. Let's have a look. J. Paul. It's an amalgamation, to be precise. But you could be whatever you want it to be. Juicy, he's got thousands of viewers. Who's got thousands of viewers? Right, keep pushing this out there. We need to get this out there. So currently we have got, so put it out there and send. So share, right? Because sharing is caring, and you're the people who do that. All I am is your mouthpiece, and to keep us all moving forward. Second, hit the subscribe button, because the more subscriptions we get up, we've got to try and get over 10,000 within the next couple of months. Rumble are really going to kick in now, and I'm telling you now, they are very clever in some of the things that they are doing, right? Because I look at it and think, now that's different, right? And you'll get real people and real news and real knowledge coming out on this platform, and they won't allow it to be shut down. And don't forget, he's moved from Canada to Florida. So hopefully and the British are attacking it. So if the British are attacking it, it's a positive thing for the people, without any doubts whatsoever. If they don't like it, it's definitely good. There you go. So subscribe, hit the like button. Let's see how many people have hit the like. Now, let's see if we've gone over 100. Oh, we're at 132. Well done. Our resident trolls come back. Hey, Miss Gobby. There you go. Change my picture. Blessings. Kew Gardens. Let's have a look. Good luck tomorrow, DD. I'll be praying for you. Thank you very much. We need as many prayers for tomorrow as possible, right? And obviously, I've just got to be chilled out, go in there and say, well, this is the situation. Hopefully, the judge will read what I've written as a submission. And I'm just going to say to her, like, I've put it in there, and I've basically said, this is a submission. It's gone in front of the judge. I know the judge has read my submission, right? And we know the judge is. So it's in room 15, right, at the Royal Courts of Justice tomorrow. It's an election petition for Runcorn and Helsby. It's to set the trial date, right? And I've got three of the respondents trying to get out of it. Right? So all we can do is go in here and go, all right, well, it is what it is. And then we'll produce all the evidence for it. That's it. Good luck for tomorrow, DD, and blessings. No problem whatsoever. But they're going to try every stroke in the book. And by the way, the judge originally comes from Liverpool. So I don't know what we're going to do about that one. But I am researching the judge, just to let you know. I don't know if they're good, bad, or ugly, but it's a lady judge. That's it. I will see you tomorrow. I'm really grateful for everyone tuning in. I'd like to go on for a little bit longer, but I am going to try and get some kit, and I've got to set all my alarms. Anyone else out there, don't forget, ring. Well, I don't want everyone to ring me, but someone needs to ring me, I don't know, at 8 o'clock and make sure I'm up. And I haven't, because my hearing aids obviously come out. So I will try and set the alarm, and we'll go from there. But I'll be going up there and having a chat with a few people. That's it. Good night. God bless. All right. And don't forget what I believe in. The Constitution is the solution. And it is, right? Self-determination. Let's go back to being England. What's wrong with that? right? Back to distributed governance. Just think about that. The people governing themselves. You know, we are clever enough to do it. We're good enough to do it. We're a great nation, great engineering nation, hard-working nation. The only thing is, we've got these parasites at the top that are ruling class, and they don't like who and what we are. Thanks, DD and Patriots. Pray for DD and Charlie tomorrow. Well done, everyone. Good night and God bless. I'm off. Don't forget to say the prayers.